Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, we've got an interesting setup with the forecast going forward into the weekend and beyond. Today is the easy one. We start kind of chilly with some temperatures that are going to fall back near freezing, but we warm up nice in the afternoon with decent sunshine. We should be able to get warmer than we did yesterday. Yesterday we got to the middle 60s. Today we can get to the middle or even upper 60s. Should be a pretty nice Friday for the middle of January. Things don't cool off as much tonight because we start to increase the clouds tonight. And then we start looking to the west for those next rain chances. There's not much going on satellite radar composite style this morning, maybe a couple of passing clouds, and we'll see some of those at times as we go through the day today. But the real chances to get wet are going to come when energy to our west moves this way. Today, we'll start to turn those winds around from the east to the southeast to the south, and that'll set up the moisture. Everything looks on pace to give us a pretty good soaking through much of the day tomorrow. It is 32 degrees at the Tallahassee Airport, even freezing. We're at 36 in Valdosta. We're 39 in Thomasville. So we're going to have a little variety of those temperatures. I think everybody can see those numbers drop just a little bit more between now and like 7:30 when we usually get to the coolest part of the day. It's 41 in Mariana, but Blakely's now down to 30. Quincy and Camilla, Homerville, Live Oak, Cross City, all with Tallahassee at even freezing 32. So plenty of cold out there this morning. It's not breezy, anything like that. With clear skies, with calm winds, with dry air, you do get those coolest temperatures. I don't expect to find a lot of fog. We might notice a little bit of patchy fog in spots this morning, maybe a little bit more tomorrow, but I think that breeze tomorrow will do a pretty good job to limit that. Still not a lot going on across the southeast. Everything is starting to get organized. We're going to have a full day of turning those winds around and bringing in that moisture. So when this next boundary starts to approach tomorrow, we start to get some showers. And then as that boundary slowly moves across the area, and it's going to take all day to move across the area, maybe even into the day on Sunday. Now we're going to talk about some pretty good opportunities for some periods of rain. Could be heavy at times. Can't rule out a couple rumbles of thunder out there, depending on how warm things get and how that warmer, unstable air moves along. So we'll have things to keep our eyes on tomorrow, though most of the day tomorrow is going to be about those rain chances. They likely start now in the morning hours and maybe continue all the way into Sunday, depending on how far west or east you are. That soggy Saturday is what brings the next cold air mass, because once we get beyond this boundary, well, here comes that cold air rushing in. The winds turn back to the northwest, and it's going to get a little bit breezy, I think, on Sunday. So we start to clear out and we start to cool off, mix in that breeze. It's going to feel colder than it is. And then this very cold pool of air is going to settle in across the eastern part of the country, including the southeast for several days. Usually, when we talk about cold air like this, especially cold air that comes from central Canada and north, it's really dry air. And of course, all that chatter about any kind of precipitation next week, you have to have moisture to get that. Now, could we bring some back? Maybe. But we're still talking maybe Tuesday, Wednesday for anything like that. Today is Friday. There's lots of time between now and then. And the thing to prepare for, a rainy Saturday and then some big time cold coming on the other side. Maybe the kind of cold where you expect hard freezes north and west. So that's the kind of cold that we're looking at. Plus wind chills Monday morning and Tuesday morning that really make it uncomfortable outside. On the Gulf today, northeast winds that turn southeast 5 to 15, seas 1 to 3 feet. Not bad for the boaters. Chilly this morning in the 30s, but pretty warm this afternoon for the middle of January. I think we get to the upper 60s. We'll call it partly cloudy. More sun early, clouds developing as the day goes on. The clouds increase tonight and we keep the temperature maybe even near 50. So it's not going to be cold tomorrow, but it is going to be wet. I think we get to the other side of that on Sunday. Here comes the cool air. I've got mid-20s for temperatures, and that's with wind. Yeah, mix in that wind, and it's going to feel maybe like it's in the teens in many spots, probably as early as Monday morning. Now, if the winds calm down, we could see those temperatures drop even farther. So I expect to change parts of that forecast early next week, but we've got all weekend to work on that for you. And if you are one of those folks wondering about, hey, could we get maybe, the answer is, I don't know yet. We'll know a whole lot more as we go through the weekend and see if we can bring any moisture back once that cool air arrives. But of course, we've got 3, 4, 5 days to work on that for you.